Well, Darren, a much improved performance from Saturday, but you must be disappointed with the overall result.
They always feel like defeats, don't they? Those ones. I mean, it was a performance of intent. When I reflect over the game, I think with the back four we was able to put out. If you'd have said to me, Notts County would have, obviously you're going to have set plays. That's just a gimme. But if you're going to give away maybe 3 chances, 4 chances, maybe we gave away, I'd probably taken that. But the reason why we can't ever get a foothold in the table is because we give away so many crap. And I would love to use another word because it deserves it. Crap goals. I mean, it's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. And unfortunately, they're always coming in the same period, late second half. We've seen that, but the biggest disappointment in the second half, we didn't come out and pass. We were 2-0 up, play like you're 2-0 up. For me, I was confident coming out at half time. You think to yourself, God, 2-0. I'd rather be 2 up than 1 up or 0-0. Come out and pass the ball and play with that belief and confidence, and we haven't got that. We haven't got that know-how yet, and people might say, well, you've got a lot of experience in the side, but unfortunately they can't have the ball every minute of every game. Yeah, it's terribly disappointing and kind of sums up recent last 2 weeks maybe, but is a point. Take away the circumstances is a point, a bad point, based on the chance I missed at the end. I was happy with a point, but we're very, very flat at this moment, very flat.
And was it more disappointing that both goals came so late, 12 minutes from time, and the first goal looked to knock the wind out your sails?
Well, what happens is if you don't come out and attack and pass the ball properly and play, because we all know it's a completely different feeling when I'm running towards their goal than when I run towards my own goal. The exertion feels double worse when I'm running back than when I'm running forward. But we didn't come out and play. So all we end up doing for 40 minutes is defending. And because we defend that time, it wears you down, it takes it out of you. We got, young Hunty is in his first campaign. I thought Skendi was very good. And it fatigues you and it drains you, and eventually, at the moment, eventually it kind of chips away to a point where you can see goals, and look, the goals are so bad. I'm not being disrespectful to Notts County or Neil or the goal scorers, but the second one to be done by a ball like that, and then to have, was it 3 waiting, queuing up? Wow. Bad, very bad.
But following on from Saturday, you did get the 2 early goals. You must have been really pleased with the reaction in the first half. Jimmy getting the first goal from a corner. You said didn't create many chances on Saturday, but you did do today.
Well, when we look at what we've got available to us, we had a couple more obviously available to us this week that come back from injury, which was nice. We've got a lot of pace, we've got a lot of enthusiasm. Technically, we're short. You can see that when we break away, the amount of attacks that break down in good moments where a bit of quality will just feed it in. And I'm talking about all players, by the way, experienced and young. Jimmy Smith had one second half where he just rolls nosy in, but he chooses a different pass and we get the ball away. Those moments, those key moments, they're the reason why we keep getting pegged back and obviously then conceding so many goals. We changed the shape based on what we knew from Saturday. And I knew we'd get 20 minutes where we would be able to shock them into thinking, okay, they've got to reorganise, they've got to reposition players, and we got that, reward from that. And then second half they pretty much did the same thing to us, changed shape 2 or 3 times. We tried to catch up, but if you don't play any half with intent to go and score, you end up defending so deep, and that's what it ended up unfortunately looking like and being. And eventually they chip away, and, with the quality of Wootton, and he's a good player, and Jake Reeves is very good, and Doyle, etc., etc. You can't do that. You have to play aggressively. You have to go and try and score that. We all know the 3rd goal when you're 2-0 up is, a massive advantage. It kills the game off, but we never passed the ball with any intent to do that. was really, really disappointing. Really disappointing. And yeah, like I said, any time you're 2-0 up and you draw 2-2, you feel like, you know, it feels unfortunately like a defeat.
You have a chance to make it right on Saturday, Barnet here at Hewish Park, and you still have a really good home form. How do you pick the boys up from that?
By what you said, you know, the form at home's been very, very good. I think it's only one defeat in 10 here or something like that. But we're going to lose Saturday if we can see goals like that. We're going to lose every game if we can see goals like that. And what we've got at the moment, because of the state of the squad and, you know, the nature of availability, is we always seem to have a good half in us. I've been saying this too often, and you know, players have got to stretch that out. They've got to stretch that into 60, 75 minutes. Me and Terry are dancing around like blooming clowns in the technical area trying to get people going to play, but you know, they got to want to play. And like I said, big stish, 2-0 up against what is a very good side, and one that will definitely compete in the higher echelons of the league. 2-0 up, come out of the tunnel with that belief, that confidence. Blimey, we've really hurt these. We've really, really hurt these in the first 45 minutes. If I keep doing this and that's what you do in games. It was really poor the way we've come out and not attacked that game. That's my biggest disappointment. The goals are horrendous. Well, I feel like we've got to go through a period of them at the moment with our young ones before they learn not to make these errors. But we're not going to dig any individuals out. We're you know, we've got to just try and, like you said, attack Saturday.
And just lastly, Darren, Reece Murphy and Alex Bradley, is there any update on their injuries?
Alex reported Monday still very, very sore, so he obviously was a no tonight, which made it difficult. Obviously, we considered Nurfield and Worthington, but I think they both found it very, very hard to get their position right Saturday. So we went with, you know, for the first time, very rarely you see left backs playing right backs. You see right footers playing left back, but you don't see. But I thought Michael did admirably there, and as did Albie. You know, sitting in the central defence, I thought Albie was very good, very simple and nice and authoritative in the way he moved and played, which Albie has. And then Reece is just, I think Reece might be another 10 days maybe. I don't think we'll see him Saturday, and it just gave me a chance to try a different shape that I thought may have some sort of stimulus, and it did, but look, nowhere near long enough, nowhere near.
Thanks for your time, Darren.
Thank you.